It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And we'll see this team's versatile linebacker, owner of 64 tackles coming into this game. Who knows what we're in store for here on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
Yeah, and this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different...
Oh, no, right at the start, and loses the football. It is picked up by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
A big play to kick off this drive. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go, and the visitors are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he'll have the 1st down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling. He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's a designed run to the 5-yard line.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal? He'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Now a give on the ground. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And off the deflection, it is taken in. 12 yards on that hookup. That's enough for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They motion the slot man left. Back to the air again on second. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Third and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring him down for a sack and brings up fourth down.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Drive will start on the ground, and that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. He'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They face second down and 7. Now, faking the give. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Quick throw here is complete. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And he's in.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Point after try forthcoming. His kick is good, and his guys will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A pickup there of 13, and that will be a 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And his guys go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They bring a tight end in motion left. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They bring the tight end in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. Now he takes off. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So we have reached half. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's going to look for the home run ball.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls in.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack.
Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. Slot man in motion right. They'll throw here on 3rd, and that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone, and that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Tight end motioning left. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. They get 19 on that pass play. That's enough for a 1st down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. This team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup, He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big play on that one. 33 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
A handoff as they try to run it here. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down, and he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. He'll throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. They'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Up the middle they go. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like...
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Interesting strategy, play action on that down and distance. Remember, the threat of play action is all based on down and distance. That is a pass down all day, and the defensive line didn't even spend 1 second worrying about that play fake. They were in a race to the quarterback.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to get back within a field goal. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now a give up the middle, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They send him right out of the slot. Look wide. Get this one complete. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down. Putting the tight end in motion. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw yet again. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and It puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 4. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. And they convert on 3rd down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for our visitors and make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.